How's it going, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Jesse Lee Fitness. I am a personal trainer, and today we're going to be talking about what we do with regards to stretching. How do we stretch? How do we warm up prior to a workout, prior to our resistance training workout? If we're trying to build muscle, if we're trying to get stronger, we need to make sure we're doing things in a particular order to make sure our joints are nice, happy, and safe. Our body is properly primed for our movement. That's what we're talking about today. So stay tuned. So the way I want you to think about uh, working out is not just weightlifting if we're trying to get stronger and build muscle. When we are weightlifting, I want you to think about it in several different phases. First phase is going to be your warm-up. Second phase is going to be weightlifting session. Third phase is going to be the stretching session. And let's just run through all the phases. First phase, when you're warming up, the whole purpose of your warm-up is to increase your core temperature. And you're going to do that through your favorite form of cardio. So whether it's walking on an incline, whether it's climbing a Stairmaster, using a Jacob's ladder, going on a bike ride, we'll just be doing this for 5-10 minutes just to get blood pumping through your body and to increase your core temperature. When our core temperature is higher, we're getting more blood flowing throughout our entire body, throughout our joints, and we're priming our body for the activity we're going to do in the weightlifting room. So the next phase is the actual weight training phase, and what we're doing here is we're doing a dynamic warm-up in this section. And dynamic warm-up is primarily going to be for your big lifts. It's going to be for your bench press. It's going to be for your squat. It's going to be for your deadlift. It's going to be for your overhead press. These are the big lifts that we need a dynamic warm-up for. And the reason we need a dynamic warm-up for these lifts is because they are lifts we really can overload our muscles with. They're lifts you can add a lot of weight that individual muscle groups can't handle by themselves. They're compound lifts. And so the dynamic warm-up we're doing for these lifts to make sure our body is getting used to the correct range of motion and to prime our body for our actual hard working sets is just a few warm-up sets with much lighter weight than what we are programmed in to be working with for that day. So, for example, if I am planning on doing a bench press and I want to do 4 sets with 225 pounds, how I would dynamically warm up for this would be by starting off on the bench press and just benching the bar for like 8 to 12 reps. Just getting used to that motion, making sure our form is perfect throughout the exercise, and we do that for 1 set. Next set we throw on some weight. So if we're working to 225, start out with 135, so that'd be 45 on both sides of the bar. Do that again for 8 to 12 reps and start feeling the muscle groups that we're trying to train. So it should be in our chest, should be in our triceps. We want to get that area warmed up, and we do that for a set. Then maybe if you're feeling ready by this point, you can move up to your working weight at 225. If you're not feeling ready yet, still add on a little extra weight on top of that. So it'd be, maybe 185. Do that for 6 to 8 reps. Drop the reps a little bit lower if you want to, because we're getting closer to our working weight, and we want to make sure we are as strong as possible for the sets that are actually going to be what we have planned for that day. And so, after these 3 dynamic sets of 45, just the empty bar, a 135, a bar and 245s, and then a 185 set with the bar, 245s, and 225s on both sides. Then you would start your working sets with that 225 weight. And say I'm doing a chest workout today, And my first exercise is like flat bench press, and the second exercise is cable flies. Cable flies, we wouldn't need to do this dynamic warm-up for because it's not an exercise where you're going to be moving hundreds of pounds, because you're just not at an anatomical advantage to move that much weight in that exercise. It's more of like an accessory exercise. And so we only need to do the dynamic warm-ups for our compound lifts. And then after that, the final phase would be after we completed our weightlifting session, what we're going to do is a static stretch. And the static stretch is best placed at the end of your workout. You are able to stretch out muscles in a way that won't take away from your workout. So static stretching, it lengthens certain muscle groups, it stretches them out, and if we did it prior to a workout, what's going to end up happening is we're going to be not as strong during those heavy exercises because our body's just not used to having us move in this increased range of motion. Our body's not used to being pretty much that stretched out for a really big exercise. So, if you're really stretching out, your chest a lot, and then you try to, do a 1 rep max on bench, you're getting used to having your chest in an overly stretched position, which it's not used to, and then trying to tax your that muscle group as much as you can, it's just not going to end well. And so any stretching geared towards increasing range of motion, increasing your mobility in certain areas, that's best placed at the end of a workout. And so those are the 3 phases. It's going to be general warm-up, dynamic warm-up with the exercises that we're doing. Only going to be doing that for compound lifts, and then at the very end of your workout, you're doing your static stretching. You're going to be doing your static stretching. So that is the way I found works best for me, found works best for my clients. Try it out yourself. It'll be, let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you're one of those guys who just jumps into the gym, no warm-up, you just walk immediately from your house to the gym, drive to the gym, and then, put 225 on bench press and, start banging those out. That might work for you for, this week, this month, this year. But as the reps start to continue, as you start doing this more long term, you're going to notice you might start getting joint issues. You might start getting more common like aches and pains that you could have avoided by taking a little bit of extra time to making sure your body is primed and ready for the exercises that you're trying to improve at. So that'd be my recommendation for you guys. Just my piece of advice. You can listen to it if you want to. Leave it if you don't want to. Like this video, comment, share. I'd really appreciate it. The support means a lot to me. And let me know if you have any questions down below. That's all I got for you today. I'll see you guys next time.